My daughter, she eats before I eat. She gets new clothes before I do. She goes to an amazing school. I bust my ass for my daughter. There's nothing in this world I would do like I wouldn't do for my daughter. Okay, boom. But I hate being a single mom.
What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Loverboy Pod.
Come here, lover boy.
I'm your host, Ray. Today we got a video of this chick. She's gonna tell us why she hates being a single mom. Then why'd you put yourself there? I just want to say thank you for everybody who's subscribing to the channel. If you love the content, please continue to subscribe because I definitely appreciate you guys. All right. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey guys, I'm about to say the most taboo thing, but I have to say it because I know other single moms feel the same way. Okay, full disclaimer, I love my daughter. I'm a better woman today because of my daughter. She eats before I eat. She gets new clothes before I do. She goes to an amazing school. I bust my ass for my daughter. There's nothing in this world I would do like I wouldn't do for my daughter. Okay.
But women hate being alone. Men have to learn how to be alone. See, women think that shit's easy until they out there really doing it by themselves, especially with a kid. But let's keep moving on.
Boom. But I hate being a single mom. I hate being a single mom.
Of course.
And here are the reasons why.
What's the first one?
One, I hate that it took me out of my soft, feminine state, and it really shook me up and put me in my masculine state.
Okay. I call cap, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I fully believe, this is a good looking chick, I fully believe if she was in her feminine state 100% of the time when she was with her baby daddy, he would have never left her. I'm pretty sure she probably nagged the hell out of this nigga, argued him down on every point. Shit, he probably couldn't even name his child what he wanted to name her without this woman without her having some type of rebuttal to it. See, I call super cap because men do not leave women that are super feminine and show some type of value to his life. They just don't leave. We don't do that. So what did you really do? Big cap. Let's go to the second one.
I can't help to feel guilty that my daughter's not being brought up in a two-parent household. I go out to restaurants and parks and I see other babies and other kids and they're so happy with their mom and dad. And I feel like my daughter was robbed of that. And I can't help it to question, would I be a better mom to my daughter? Would my daughter be happier if she had a father in her home?
Yeah, duh. Maybe you should have thought about that before you had the child. But see, when you weren't looking at your child in the face, you weren't thinking about her. So before you get yourself into a situation with a man, you should be looking to see if he's going to marry you. If you really cared about your daughter having both parents. But see, you didn't care or even remotely think about that shit when the baby was non-existent. But see, that's the issue. Men think 5-10 years down the road. Women literally think about the present. What's going on at that very moment. She should have been thinking about what her daughter or son would have wanted or needed way before you even got to the point of being pregnant. And then your child would have a full family. Men are always going to do what women require us to do to get them. If you require men to marry you, guess what? Men will marry you. They'll marry a beautiful woman who's not going around opening up her legs to everything. But see, you women don't think about this shit. But now the kids look at you dead in the face and you know deep down in your heart, it is your fault that your child does not have a cohesive family. It's your fault. You should have made sure that the man was going to marry you before you slept with him. But see, these women be thinking backwards. They think, well, if I sleep with him, then I can get him to stay with me forever. And that's not how men work. That is not how men work. If you show value to us in our life, we want you around. If you're pleasant and you're making sandwiches and you're super feminine all the time, then guess what? He's gonna want you around. Your man left you because you weren't providing value. You were too masculine. And I'm just going off on a limb on this third one, but I believe you tried to trap him. I got this chick on my shorts with another video. Y'all should check that out. Let's move on.
Okay. And that has nothing to do with wanting to be back with her dad. It's just a simple matter of, I wish I was raising my daughter.
See, hold on. See, that's the problem. You should be trying to get back with her dad so she can have a family. Because if you marry another man, which would be absolutely outrageous on his part if he wants to deal with you, but if you marry another man, guess what? That's still not her father. And she knows that. Make better choices, women. I got some stats for y'all. Y'all ready for this shit? Y'all ready? Do y'all know there's basically 11 million single parent family households? Do you know women make up 80% of it? They make up 80%. You women need to stop trying to trap niggas. Okay? You need to be actually thinking about your future and seeing if this man actually wants to be with you. Because guess what? When we're 20 something, a lot of the times we don't want to be with you. We're just fucking around. That's literally what we're doing. And then we end up getting the chick pregnant, and then y'all try to trap a nigga. It doesn't work. 80%. 80%, fellas. This is absolutely outrageous. Outrageous. Do you want to know the percentage of them that were jobless the entire year? 30% of them. Bro, you niggas need to understand. They have the kid. They can't get you to stick around. So they put you on child support. This is the game. The government always backs up women for their horrible decisions. We men don't get that. We just don't get it. So men, it's hard for me to sit here and tell a man, well, strap up all the time and stuff like this. Because if you really like a chick, that's kind of hard to do and things can just happen. Chicks, you females really need to take a step towards making sure that you can have a family unit before you have kids. Because trust me, if you're talking to a young nigga and you sitting around talking about marriage and kids, he's going to tell you, nah, I'm good. Let's get back in.
With a partner. I wish I wasn't doing it alone. Okay. I also hate that I am depleted most days. I'm crabby. I'm stressed out. I don't have time to myself. I don't have a social life. And it's because I'm a single mom.
I kind of love this video. I'm really glad she made this video because this is the reality. I do have kids, and the mother of my kids, same thing. She figured out just how hard it is when you have to be a single mother. You women be thinking this shit is going to be easy and fairy tale shit. That's not how this goes. If you want the man to stick around, like I said earlier in the video, feminine, provide value, be nice. These are very simple tasks. Very simple tasks. But you women don't want to do this shit because it's too hard. But then you want to sit here and cry on social media about how you're a single mom and how niggas ain't shit. Men leave situations where they do not feel comfortable. It's as simple as that. Now you're sitting here crying about how you're a single mom. You women need to start thinking before you do. Think before you take action. Think about your future. If I lay with this man without a condom and I get pregnant, is he gonna want to stay with me and have a family? 90% of the time, the answer is probably gonna be no. Okay, let's finish up the video and see what she's saying.
Children aren't meant to be raised by just mom. Children are meant to be raised in a loving household. And things happen. But
yeah, like no accountability and no responsibility on the woman's part. Those type of things happen. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I've always said this. Women take if you have a kid, you're gonna take the brunt of the work. That's just how it always is. You're gonna take the brunt of the work. So guess what? If you that means you have more responsibility in this said transaction. You have more responsibility. So if you're the party with more responsibility, you should be the one taking precautions to make sure that everything's gonna be all right for you in the future. It's your responsibility, not the man's. And it's just as simple as that.
still doesn't mean that my feelings aren't valid. I'm right to feel this way. So yeah, I love my daughter, but I hate being a single mom. And I desperately wish that I was raising her with a partner.
And I'm gonna say this just to end the video. Chick, you need to go back and be with your baby daddy. Because at the end of the day, he had a kid with you. He liked you to a certain degree, and he probably would have dealt with you. But you probably just weren't doing certain things to make sure that he can stick around. That's just my analysis. And I'm just assuming here. I don't know anything about her relationship. I'm just assuming. One thing I know for a fact, is that men just don't up and leave women. Okay, especially if they're feminine, they add value and they're nice. Like I said multiple times in this video, it just doesn't happen. Like I told you, dudes, 80% of women, 80% of 11 million single households are women. This lets you know the game that they play, fellas. The government allows them to make bad decisions, and the government will back them up with money and EBT cards and all types of government shit. Okay, that's how it works. All right, so you niggas need to look out for this shit, man, because it ain't no game. We don't deal with these single moms. This is Loverboy Pod, man. Until next time, we out.